Marvel Midnight Suns has been delayed on some platforms indefinitely, and at least on the more modern platforms until 2023 is what it seems like. You may not know this about me, but I'm actually a pretty big fan of comic book video games, just generally speaking. And I was actually excited about this one, though a lot of people seem to not like the card battling system. Let's dive into the story and talk a little bit about the game and this delay. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Somebody pointed out that I promote myself too much, and I say, go click that subscribe button, go click that bell if you like my content. He said I shouldn't do it, so I'm going to do it twice on this episode. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I greatly appreciate everybody who subscribed, and I hope if you like my content that you like it and interact with it, because that does help the channel and means I keep making content. So thank you to everybody who's subscribed, and I hope you'll subscribe if you like it. But here's the official announcement over on their Twitter. Marvel's Midnight Suns has been delayed. We have an important update to share regarding our launch date for Marvel's Midnight Suns. After discussion with the team, we made the decision to move back the launch timing of Marvel's Midnight Suns to ensure we are delivering the best possible experience for our fans. We will launch later this fiscal year, on Windows PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PS5, with the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch versions following at a later date. We know fans are looking forward to playing Marvel's Midnight Suns, and we will use this extra time to make sure we are delivering the best possible experience for everyone. Marvel's Midnight Suns is easily the biggest game we've ever made, and we're incredibly appreciative of all the support players have shared with us through the years. Now, a lot of people seem pretty sour on Marvel Midnight Suns, largely because of the card battling system. This is a combat overview of the Spider-Man character, and as you can see, you get a selection of cards and you use them to attack. Now, people who've played some of the better card games seem actually quite excited about this, and to me, it's just another presentation style, similar to how XCOM does things. They're just sort of putting their spin on it. With the card system, the reason I love the card system is because when I was in high school, I used to play this game called Overpower. And this reminds me of like a visualized example of that game, Marvel's Overpower. Hit me up in the comments if you ever played that, because I probably played it wrong, but me and my friend Josh Reitz used to play it like a lot back in high school, and I liked that game. So to see this, to me, it's basically an inspiration in that. But I do feel like the card mechanic, if it's done improperly, people feel like it's a cheap mobile game or like heavily monetized. But I don't feel like Firaxis is the type of company that's going to do that. I feel like this is just the presentation style that they have decided to go with. And I'm excited to play through the story and get to try out these characters. One of my former coworkers, former boss actually, Jeremy, pointed out that one of the issues people might have also are that a lot of the characters weren't in that original series. So maybe that's part of the issue also. But anyway, let's dive in a little bit more about the delay. So basically, when the contract was agreed to, this Collider pointed out that it was Marvel that reached out to us after we made XCOM 2. When I had a call with the Marvel team, there was an executive vice president from Marvel on the call, and they had very specific feedback about that game's notorious final mission, and a bunch of people started chiming in, and I was like, well, these guys are actually really big fans. Right away, they understood the kind of games we make. So they ended up agreeing to make Marvel's Midnight Suns together. I think I edited that interview, or I did. We did an interview with the team over at IGN, and like from that moment, you can clearly tell that they're big comic book fans. So this delay, Stephen Totilo points out about the fragmented aspect of it. It's not just that Midnight Suns was just delayed. The dev team getting more time is great. It's that the PC, PS5, Xbox Series versions were delayed to later in fiscal 2023, which is March 31st, 2023, but that the Switch and old gen console versions now have no release date. And I believe that is reflected here. This is actually their earnings report. You can see fiscal 2023 is the plan for the next gen versions. And then the OG versions basically are TBA. So for me, that raises the question, should they just do a staggered release for the old gen versions? I personally would not mind that one bit. And I think people who are actually excited about a new Marvel game and getting to play Marvel Midnight Suns would be totally happy with the next gen versions coming out, or them going next gen only and delaying the old gen versions. It also makes me wonder, well, I don't know, man, that's such a tough problem to address. I think those old gen versions are potentially getting dropped, and maybe the next gen versions are just being the focus because they need to release something. I don't have a good answer there. I'm a little surprised by it, honestly, because I have to imagine that you're giving up a huge install base if you're unable to support the PS4, Xbox One, and especially like the Switch. I feel like this game is made for the Switch, so I'm a little surprised that that is happening at all. Yeah, geez, it's kind of strange, right? That they would delay the old ones. Maybe they were like just weren't optimized well enough. Here's a few other of the slides that I brought up from the earnings call. So Immersive Core is what they call Marvel Midnight Suns. That was planned for fiscal 2023 for PS5, Series X, and they also annotate here again, or note here again, that TBA for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. So like, are those games just going to get dropped? Or are they going to come out later? Like a few months later? If it's a few months, I guess it's okay. I'm sure anybody who doesn't have a next-gen platform, including PC, would probably be a little bit upset. But I mean, if they have to optimize those versions and put more work into that, I guess I'm okay with that. Or just delay the whole thing and just release it all at once. You're going to get a bigger bang for your buck if you do it that way, right? Oh, that was actually the official text. We have made the decision to move back the launch timing of Marvel's Midnight Suns to ensure the teams at Firaxis Games and 2K deliver the best possible experience for our fans. The title will launch later this fiscal year on Windows PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 5. The Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch versions will follow at a later date. So yeah, they are doing a staggered release. Okay, well, that is confirmed. I didn't realize that it was like... actually that they're just like, oh yeah, no, we're totally just not gonna launch the old gen platforms day and date. Well, regardless, say what you will about Marvel Midnight Suns, I'm still excited about this game. Yeah, PC is a lot of different specs, so a lot of people will still be able to play it on that platform. And then next gen, you're talking about what, 36 million people? I think console sales on Xbox are like 16 million or something like that. And then on the PlayStation 5, it was like, what, 21 million? So maybe 40 million by the time this game comes out, 50 million across those two platforms. I'm excited for it. This is a weird story. The whole story is Marvel Midnight Suns has been delayed, but I'm trying to also talk to you about why I'm actually excited about this. And I hope people would be excited about it too. Let me know in the comments if you actually played Overpower in high school, like I did, like a big nerd. And I'd love to hear your stories about it. And if you like my content, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to know when it goes live. Thank you so much for watching. Man, I just want to bust out I think I got rid of my Overpower cards at some point, but now I want to play it again. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now, everybody. Wait, I knew I forgot something. Thank you to the members. Thank you so much, members, for supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate you, as always. And if you want to become a member, hit that join button right down there. Thank you so much. All right, getting out of here for real. Bye for now, everybody.